Hey, what's up, guys? This is Aaron, and I'm not sure what I'm going to title this video other than showing you what I believe the mining potential will be over the next few years with BitClub Network. So if you were to get a mining share right now, what I believe you will make in the next 1,000 days based upon what I've earned. So I want to show you this update from the back office. It basically says that, and you can read this, that we're going to have a total of 1,156 petahash. We already have it paid for. So we're going to expand our mining potential a ton. It'll be turned on from now until the end of January. To put this in perspective, it took us 3 years to build to 360. And we were happy placing orders of 5 and 10 at a time. We will now have almost 4 times this amount in just a few short months coming online. This will push our pool into the top 5, and everyone should see a nice boost in their daily mining earnings. So we're here at blockchain.info. Let me refresh the screen here. So for the last 4 days, BitClub Network has mined 2.7% of the Bitcoin. So what that means is that 3,600 Bitcoin are mined every day, right? What's going on here? Times, just to say, was it 2.7? What's going on? 3,600 times 0.027. That's a little bit better. 97.2 Bitcoin. That is a lot. 97 times 1150 or 11,500. So that's $1.1 million. That's a lot of money. So already BitClub Network is doing huge things here, but we will be moving into the top 5, right? So if we're going to 4x our mining to get over 1,000, so right now we are around 360. So at 360 petahash or so, 355, it kind of fluctuates. And that's another thing, guys. If you saw my rant, my live stream, or not my live stream, my last video I made, I kind of ranted on companies that promise ginormous daily returns and how that's just not sustainable, and how you should be very, very skeptical of these companies if they can't prove where they're getting their Bitcoin from or what the fuck they're doing, right? So here we go, 355 petahash. We're bringing this up to 1156, so that's about 3 to 4 times, right? So we are already planning another large purchase in December for new equipment deploying in March, April. So now is the time to get involved. It's always the time to get involved with BitClub Network and Bitcoin mining. Now is the time because it takes 30 days to begin to start making money on your shares. So there's a 30-day wait time for your equipment to get set up in the data centers. Okay, so let me just go through some numbers now. Let me go log in. Now in this account I'm going to log into, I have been mining with the $500 pool since the very beginning. So I just want to show you what's going on. So all right, so in this account I recently purchased the other 2 pools, but I have been mining with pool 1 the longest. I did not buy all at the same time. I wish I did, but I did not. But let me just get to the point here. So 1 full share, I've mined 842 days. So we have 1,000 days of mining minus 842. That is 158 days that I've been mining with the $500 share. So let me just pause this video really quick. All right, I'm not sure why I wanted to do that. I typed this all out, and I was going to type it all for you, but I can just leave it up and explain what I mean by everything. So those of you that don't understand, mining pool 1, $500. Mining pool 2, $1,000. Mining pool 3, $2,000. Cool. So 1,000 days of mining per share, right? I've mined 158 days so far with mining pool 1 on a full share. So, and I have mined right here, where is it? Where are you? There you go. Total earnings, 0.0543 Bitcoin. Now, if I had set this to 0% repurchase, then all of that would be mine. So I have some partial shares, as you can see. I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So for some days, for some months, I wanted to get all the money. And then the last few weeks, I've had it at 100% repurchase because I realized I'd rather have more shares in the hardware. So if I would have kept this at 0%, maybe this 0.054 would be more like 0.051 Bitcoin. Very, very similar, right? So my 0.18 shares have mined a little bit extra, right? So we can just say 0.051 Bitcoin. That would have been mine, no pun intended, that would have been mine to withdraw into my wallet, right? So it would have been mine to withdraw into my Bitcoin wallet. Actually, let me pause this one more time. I want to make sure my good microphone is recording this. Just hold on a sec. All right, so we were good. I did not have to pause that. So here we go. 152 days, 158 days. I'll just bring this down. So 0.051. It really doesn't matter. So 158 days, if you multiply 158 times 6.3, that's going to be just under 1,000 days. Okay? Is everyone following me? So if you were to extrapolate how much I've earned in mining over 1,000 days, you would have to multiply it by 6.3, and that'll bring you to 995 days, right? So 6.3 times, I'm going to have to adjust this a little bit, times 0.051 is 0.32. Cool. So I'll move it down to 0.2. 0.32 Bitcoin. So what this means is that I have mined 158 days. Okay, 158 days. If I would if the mining would have stayed exactly the same for the remainder of the 1,000 days, that means just with my $500 pool, I will have mined 0.32 Bitcoin. Okay? But what did we just discover? Not discover. What did we just read? What did we just discover? We just discovered that BitClub network is going to bump it almost 4 times the amount of petahash. So for convenience and for under delivering, let's say 3 times the amount of petahash. So you will see a nice boost in your daily mining earnings. So I'll be really honest. Over the last 5 months, I think there has been one boost. We started high, we've been going down every month. There was one little blip up, and then we've been going down in mining power every single day. So it's been a little bit like, oh, what the hell's going on here? You know, I'm just being really honest with you guys. We have been going down in mining. So every day I've been getting a little bit less Bitcoin, which is a little bit concerning. But this was not a mistake. They were preparing to ramp up dramatically in almost 4x the amount of Bitcoin, or the amount of petahash that BitClub network is using. So 355, I checked this a couple months ago. This was like in the 280s, 250s, so it's already gone up a lot. The pool rate's already gone up a lot. So let's go back to our little handy dandy notebook. If anyone knows where that's from, you get extra bonus points. Handy dandy notebook. All right. So where are we? If we were to extrapolate this to 1,000 days, 0.32 Bitcoin. But we know, well, I know, it's been shitty. It's been shitty mining over the last couple months, and we're about to really make this huge, right? So, but if we were to keep the crappy, shitty mining, and buy 7 of share ones, which is 4, 5, 6, 7. 7 share ones is a founder pool, right? 7 of pool 1s as a founder pool. So there's 1 share, 2 share, 4 shares, right? So 0.32 times 7 equals 2.24. I'm just lowering it a little bit, all right? Or if you were to go out and just buy 7 pool 1s and spend $3,500, if you were to keep the mining the same, it'd be 2.24 Bitcoin over the course of 1,000 days. Cool. So right now Bitcoin's at like 11,000 bucks or 11,500. I can't even keep track anymore. So as of this video, and you're gonna have to adjust this for the price. 11,500 times 2.24, 25,000 times 2.24 equals 25K. Cool. So a founder pool with the same mining that I've had for the last 5 months will, if Bitcoin does not increase in value, will net you 25K. So $3,500 founder pool, $25,000 after 2.5 years. Okay. And I'm not guaranteeing anything. And I just want to make a little side note. I'm not in charge of BitClub Network. I am not the founder. I am not on the advisory board. All I'm doing is showing you what I've made, what I believe it's going to go to, and showing you what's possible and what I believe is going to happen. So I just want to make that very, very clear. As you saw in my last video, any company that's guaranteeing you daily profits like 1% or 40% a month, I just you have to be very, very aware that how are they getting that money and how sustainable is it and what the fuck are they doing? Because I'm sorry, but 40% a month paid out to hundreds of thousands of members is not sustainable. It's just not. So just be intelligent, right? So I'm not guaranteeing you anything. I'm just saying what, okay, I think I've made my point. All right. So I did okay. So let me just not go into this. This was showing if you had a lot more money to invest. So let's just say you got a founder. Cool. Based on what they have said with, 3 to 4xing what they're doing with their mining, let's just say that our mining goes up 3 times. So meaning my crappy mining that I've had over the last 3 or 5 months, I was going to say 150 days, that not so great mining, which has been declining, which a lot of people have been kind of upset about and like, what the hell's going on? Imagine if that is going to go up by, I believe it's going to go up maybe 3 to 4 times, right? Because our mining is going to go up 3 to 4 times. So let's just say 3. Our mining's actually going up 4 times. Let's just say that our profits are going up 3 times, okay? And this is just what I believe is going to happen. So rather than a founder pool giving you 2.24 Bitcoin times 3, I believe it'll be around maybe 6.7. So in 1,000 days, so founder pool in 1,000 days equals 6.7 Bitcoin. Okay. This is what makes sense, right? We're looking at a 4x in, not 4x, but a 4 times in the power of BitClub Network. In the pool hash rate, we're looking at a 4x in the pool hash rate. So why not we just say a 3x in our mining, right? 6.7 Bitcoin. With the price now, that is that's over $70,000, right? So 6.7 times 11,500, $77,000, right? So 77K. Okay, so that is what I believe. If someone got started with a founder pool now, they're $3,500. That's if Bitcoin doesn't even go up in price, guys. That's if Bitcoin stays exactly the same. Now, so 77K in 1,000 days, if Bitcoin doesn't, why does it not know what Bitcoin is? If Bitcoin stays at 11,500. Reasonably, now, I mean, this is up for your speculation, but I believe that the price of Bitcoin in 2.5 years, I mean, we honestly can't predict it, but I've seen 30,000, I've seen 20,000, I've seen 50,000, I've seen estimates looking at over 100,000. So, I mean, guys, you just multiply this by 5 and you're at $350,000 in 1,000 days for a founder pool. Do you get what I'm saying, guys? So if you believe that Bitcoin in 1,000 days is going to be above $11,500, then you change what, you multiply what you think Bitcoin's going to be by 6.7 Bitcoin, and that's how much you'll have in 1,000 days. So let's say Bitcoin is at $20,000, 20K Bitcoin. And again, these are just my numbers. 20,000 times 6.7 Bitcoin for a founder. 134,000, right? And I'm not making guarantees, guys. I'm just saying this is what makes sense to my brain. Now, let's just say that, let's just do, I mean, worst case scenario. Let's just say that Bitcoin, that the mining doesn't go up. Okay. So I just want to get all the questions out of the way, because there's going to be people commenting, and and I love y'all for commenting, but I just want to go over scenarios. So if you're still following me, so let's say that we don't see a nice boost in our daily earnings. Okay. I see no reason why that would happen, but let's just say that happens. Okay. So that means it would just be 2.24 Bitcoin, right? We got 6.7 by multiplying it by 3. So 2.24 Bitcoin is what a founder would produce based upon my earnings for 158 days. 2.24 Bitcoin is what a founder package, $3,500, would mine in 1,000 days. Okay, so let's just say 2.24, and let's say in 1,000 days Bitcoin is at $20,000. Okay. 2.24 times 20. Okay, that's $44,800. 3,500 equals 44,800. Okay, and if you're saying, well, you could just buy Bitcoin and hold. In this example, I didn't even double the price. I did a 11,500 to 20,000. So, okay, that means that your $3,500 would be worth maybe $6,000, right? 7,000, not 44,000. Do you see? Do you see the power of this, guys? So, let me just recap exactly what I did to get to these numbers. So, in this account, I've been mining with a mining pool 1 for 158 days. I've mined 0.5431 Bitcoin, right? I've realized that some of this mining was due. Actually, is that even true? Sorry, I'm thinking about that. I lowered this 0.054, but total earnings is total earnings. That's actually not, I shouldn't have even lowered it, because my 1.18 Bitcoin, my 1.18 shares is this. So that's not true. If I would have kept this at 0%, I would have 0.05431 Bitcoin. Okay, so let me go change this. So 0.05431. Okay, so it's going to go up a little bit again. So 6.3 is what you'd have to multiply 158 days to reach 1,000 days. And this is if you're taking it out every single day. I don't suggest you do that. I suggest you reinvest at least 50%. But if you want to take it out, take it out. I don't care. So 0.05431 times 6.3, 0.3421. So it just goes up 0.0234. Okay, cool. So that's how much Bitcoin I would earn on a $500 share. And I started when Bitcoin sucks. I started when Bitcoin was declining every single day. But I'm saying worst case scenario, right? So 0.34 in 1,000 days. Okay. So you multiply that by 7. That'll give you a founder pool. Because 7 times 500 is 3,500, which is a founder. 0.34 times 7, 2.38 Bitcoin. If Bitcoin stays at 11,500, is that 2.38, not 2.8, 2.38. 2.38 times 11,500. Oops. What am I doing? 11,500. 27,370. Okay? 27,370. Okay? Guys, I can't make it big. I can't make it bigger, but please, like, look at this. So, my shitty earnings, if I kept going for a year, would earn me 2.38 Bitcoin. I don't know what else I have to say. Now, because the founder positions are, they haven't gone up in price as Bitcoin's gone up in price, and that's really the key here. So many people who got started in BitClub Network a couple years ago, they may have been not better off, but actually broke even, meaning had they just invested that money in Bitcoin, Bitcoin has skyrocketed 10 times since they purchased a founder pool. Now, I don't believe that Bitcoin is going to 10x itself within 1,000 days. That's absurd, right? Well, it's not absurd. Anything's possible. But if you believe that Bitcoin is going to break $100,000, then it may be better just to buy Bitcoin and hold it. You shouldn't be doing any programs. I mean, if you believe that any coin is going to 10x, then it makes sense to throw all your money into that coin. So, I mean, that's just obvious. But if you believe, and what I believe is now that we've hit these big milestones of, $10,000 Bitcoin, almost, maybe we're at 12, I haven't checked today. I don't believe that we're going to be, in a month we're going to hit 20, in 2 months we're going to hit 40, in 6 months we're going to hit 80. I don't believe it's going to grow that fast. If you think it will, then it actually makes sense just to hold on to your Bitcoin. But if you think it's going to be more of a steady growth, like maybe in a year it'll double in price. Maybe in 2 years it'll go to 30 or 40, which is what I think it'll be. Maybe it'll be 50,000 in 2 years, 2.5 years. It still makes way more sense to mine, right? It still makes way more sense to do this. So go ahead and rewatch this video. I know I kind of threw out a lot of numbers at you really quickly. Yeah. And this was me showing if you were to have a $50,000 investment. A lot of people get started with a lot of money. So just multiply 6.7 Bitcoin, or that's if it goes up in value. If we mine more, which we will, right? But if 2.38 is worst case scenario, that's if we extrapolate my horrible mining for 1,000 days. It's still huge. So let's say it goes to 5. I mean, look, guys, they're not going to lie. They're not going to lie on paper. You should see a nice boost in your daily mining earnings. We're multiplying it by 4. Okay? So let's just say we multiply it by 2. So that means we'd have 4.76 Bitcoin over 1,000 days. 4.76 Bitcoin. As of now, that's well over $50,000, right? $3,500 mining founder pool equals $50,000 in Bitcoin, right? Guys, so if this video doesn't inspire you or get you really pumped up to get started with BitClub Network, I don't know what will. I mean, we've been around for over 3 years. We've paid out over 60,000 Bitcoin to our members. We're on the blockchain. We're not going anywhere. We're not a company that's, promising these astronomical results, guys, but in a sense, we are producing astronomical results. We're just not talking about it publicly. That's going to get a lot of these companies in trouble. I mean, these guaranteed 1% a day where you can compound it, guys, that's not going to last. That's not going to last another 3 years. It's just, I mean, if you, it's fine if you think so. And if you want to put money in those, it's cool. But I would highly suggest you diversify and you put money in BitClub network. Makes sense to be with something that's actually on the blockchain that's been around for 3 years, doesn't it? So, if you have 50 grand, personally, if you had 50 grand and you're like, yeah, but I really want to do some of these programs, I want to do, I'm not going to name names, but if I want to do, 3 programs that are giving me a 30% a month return, I'd say I would put 70% in BitClub and play with the 30%, right? Play with money that you can lose. Play with that, right? If that's what you want to do. So I'll leave it there, guys. I hope this was helpful. And if you have any questions, you can email me, bitcoinaaron@gmail.com. Find me on Facebook. I'll include the links below. If you get started, make sure before you pay your $99 to membership fee, email me. Make sure that you confirm that you are in my network. I have had some people sign up and then I think there are cookies on their computer and they end up actually signing up with somebody else and it's just a mess. So before you pay your $99, go ahead and email me. And yeah, all right, guys. Talk to you soon. Cheers. Bye-bye.